Abang venit ka fue gosip na. Eh? Yes. Look at you.
Yes. Welcome. All right, now we live. That always make me go twice live. I'm gonna do like my boys say. They got me struggle streaming around this thing. I'm trying to slow down the process. They don't like the process. Do like my boys. You know how they do. They be hating. How they say? And like we were saying.
Please. Abang venit ka fue gosip na. Eh? Yes. Look at you.
How we said one more again. Welcome to Hood Talk. This is Mr. Know-It-All, and I'm here with Miss Bella, and she finna get you on the show. Tell us what the topic is, what's going on tonight, because I don't know what's going on. I'm just here.
Okay, well, hello everyone. First of all, we would encourage you to subscribe to Marcus Honeysucker on YouTube, Mr. Know It All on Facebook. Keep those great things in mind. Like, share, and subscribe. Okay, let's do that. So, hey, the show topic for tonight, since sex has become so easy, is it harder to find relationships and love? Let's discuss it. A lot of people can find it tunk easy.
We don't get on it. What's up, Chelsea? In the
Chelsea, what's up? What's up, Chelsea?
We're gonna get it started.
So, since a lot of times that's what people think when you get with somebody immediately, sex, let's knock it out the box, whatever, that's over with. So, what about companionship, relationships, love? Are people looking to settle? Are people looking to find something to be consistent in their life, like relationships and love anymore? Because if you can get it, that's why so many people say, I'm single, I'm living the best life. What's the best life? Just sharing it with yourself? So let's talk about it.
Look at Miss Black.
She said, look at God. You have moved up in the world. Want to do it?
Well,
what do you have to say about that, Mr. Know-It-All? Do you feel like that sex has become so easy that it's harder to find relationships and love?
Yeah, but it all comes down to I had wrote it down.
Oh Lord.
Because I'm one of them kind of dudes. Read that at the bottom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you ain't see I slipped that in on you.
Mr. Know-It-All says dating has become harder and overwhelming. The age of genuine and innocent love at first sight is over. It has been replaced by casual sex, commitment phobia, mixed signals. You better cover a multitude of things.
What you think about that one?
Well, for some, you don't hear people saying love at first sight. They replace it with lust at first sight. They see like, ooh, I want to see what that's like. Ooh, I want to see what that feel and taste like. People do that, right? That's what we're replacing, genuine and innocence with. It's coming with lustful pleasures, things that you would desire to see how it feel, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I believe it has been replaced with casual sex. People are doing it so really.
I know it's gonna get messy.
Okay, that's the funkified sauce. Okay,
Now that's some good smelling stuff there. I
okay.
would do a commercial, but they ain't paying me yet. Oh, okay. I gotta wait till they come with a check.
Hmm? Okay.
Oh, she said she just moved back down this way and been celibate for 7 years. Oh, she don't even know what sex feel like no more, I guess. Let me see. I won't marriage for sex ever again. They call that a nun. when you ain't when you done waited 7 years. Ooh, that's a long time, that boy. Ooh.
And nothing's wrong with it.
I don't know about no 7 years.
Well, hey, when you're getting yourself together, you're getting yourself together.
7 years?
Oh, yeah. Whatever it takes for you to gather yourself and get it together, 7 years, 12, 14, however long.
She said, and you still not funny. I understand, but that's a long time to have that thing on lock, boy. Ooh-wee.
But
Ooh-wee.
what's wrong with it? Do you find
It's
fault
old
in
people
it?
that have been born, walking, running, and riding a bike. and I already in school.
But listen, I'm asking
Second
you a question.
grade. By the time you
But I'm asking you a question.
Okay, go ahead, go ahead.
So do you find fault in her waiting 7 years?
No, I'm saying, have you ever waited 7 years?
Close to it. I did 6.
Well, I mean, 7 might be a lucky number then.
I
7,
know, right? That may be a completion from God. Hallelujah.
7 might be a lucky number. What up, Chris? In his house, my boy, up in his thing.
What's up, Chris?
I gotta get what she said. She said, I'm still not funny. Of course. I know I'm funny, but you know. Hey, she said, we should stop giving out community coochie.
Amen to that. A lot of times, if we stop giving out community coochie, things will go a little different. Yes, community D.
If you stop giving out community coochie, then who gonna get the coochie? Is it gonna be like international coochie now? That was a good one.
It was not. I'm with her, and you still not funny right now.
I mean,
Keep your day job, okay?
always talking about helping the community, but no, not y'all.
Oh, that's what you gonna say? That's helping the community. That's ear directly. That's like
Why is so much?
directing the community.
Why is so much violence around here? There ain't no coochie.
Oh, it's plenty of coochie. I don't know what you talking
You think
about.
so? No, that probably was calling the violence on coochie. Everybody dying over coochie every day. Let me see what's this at? Let's see. What's wrong with waiting? I don't think ain't nothing wrong with waiting.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. If she waited 7 years, tell me what's wrong with her waiting that long.
How old is she? 27?
It doesn't matter.
No, I'm just asking. How old are you, Miss Black? Because anytime you can wait through the pandemic, that's pretty good too.
What does that mean?
The pandemic made people kind of get closer to other people. You know, like people.
No, it made people stay at home. What you mean? Are you gonna do that all night? I was just trying to see.
I'm still here waiting on this. Let me see. Oh, yeah. Oh, she 45. Oh, she's 7 years. I mean, you've been holding this thing in high school since 35, 37. And would you have you ever been married? I forgot to ask. Because I would think like let me see. No, still the same.
No, you're over reading. Let's catch up so we can follow in.
It's
And
violent.
she said, I think it's violence caused women giving it up too fast.
That's what I was saying. And she said she's 45. See, I was already, I was clicking in my head on the thing.
She said, oh, your memory is bad. She's 45. And
Well,
then you said
yeah.
she was about what, 37, 38?
No. I said so. No, I said. See, you ain't listening now.
No, I'm saying since 7 years. We're counting. She
Oh
said
yeah,
she's
yeah,
45. I'm
yeah,
saying 37,
yeah.
38. No, you're not listening.
No,
I'm
I
just
said.
saying. I'm
What
just saying
I
you're
said she
reading
ain't gave up none since about 37, 38. That's
since 37, 38, something like that.
oh, she said she been divorced. Okay. Well, ain't nothing wrong with it. I mean, that's a long time, boy. Let me see. 45. And how long? I mean, is she you in a relationship now? I mean, is you looking for love or what? I mean, or you just looking for marriage? I have to ask. Let me see. I came home and got a husband in 4 months. Look out now. She went back and let me see. Came home and got a husband. You already had that man on standby. That one of them
You
standby.
don't think people can find love fast?
Oh, listen what I'm saying. See, when I say standby, that mean one of them men that used to like you, that really liked you a lot, always wanted to be with you, and you kind of like blew them off. And
That
then
is not true.
no, I'm just saying, and you
You assuming?
4 months is quickly. So they
No.
already y'all engaged to get married.
Okay, well, read what she said then, since you jumping ahead a lie. It
No,
was
you,
not
you
any.
don't went past. You don't went past some stuff. She came home, her husband, and she said, I came home and got a husband in 4 months. So what she saying, she married now? Because that means she ain't celibate no more if she married. I
She
guess.
just telling you a part of her life where she waited 7 years.
No, she said she been celibate.
Yeah,
Yes.
so she's married now.
Oh, okay.
Okay, she's just telling you about the part that she waited. That's all
She
she was
got
saying.
the same last name though. How she got the same last name?
This Facebook, you can be whoever you want to be. What do you mean?
Oh, I was just asking.
Your last name changed.
No, no, I'm just saying. Most women, when they get married, they go ahead and
Everybody don't put their business on Facebook. I'm sorry to inform you.
if you married, and most women,
Everybody doesn't put their
let me
business
tell
on Facebook.
you, yeah,
And you shouldn't.
because
If
guess
you
what?
do, that's where the whole problem gonna come.
Because guess what? Them the people that ain't married. That's the people faking married. Every woman I done seen get married, they changed their name on Facebook.
Not me.
Or you stayed your same name even though you was married.
No, I'm just saying I haven't seen every woman that has got married changed her name on Facebook. This has nothing to do with me because I am not married.
Are you saying a lot of? Or
I'm
you saying you
single.
done
I
seen a
am
lot
not married.
that got married and didn't change their
Right. I saw a lot of women got married, didn't change their names.
hmm.
Everybody doesn't put their business on Facebook.
They back divorced yet?
No.
Cause I can see a man sitting there saying, "Baby, you ain't changed your name yet." Cause I guess men want they wife. You know what I'm saying? Men want their wife to have their last name.
I don't want my husband last name if I get married.
Hmm.
My name gonna be Bella Bella.
I'm gonna let that slide.
Ah, she said, "No, ma'am, and we don't live together." Hello.
So she said, "You married?" Hold on. She said she still ain't gave him no cool cat.
I don't know. Please clarify that. I'm not sure. But if I get married, I don't want to live in the house with my husband
Hold
either.
on. No, ma'am, and we don't. So she said she still ain't gave him no.
Well, we're waiting. We're waiting.
Things are different now. I got to see. I got to see what she gonna say. She said. She said not me. She said what she said not her. She
I guess we're posting your life on Facebook. Okay, go to the next. She said my marriage has nothing to do with Facebook, period. I know, right? I don't need to be posting my marriage, my boo, none of them, none of them on Facebook.
oh what she says it's not a traditional marriage.
She
So
said,
what? Oh,
so explain to us what about your marriage is not traditional.
so she
That's what he needs to know.
because
Just
it
answer that
sounds
and
like
let
she's
us ask
saying
questions.
she ain't hunching.
Well, let's see. We'll wait and see. That's your only concern. You didn't care about them not living together. You want to know if she giving them some.
If they not hunching and they ain't living together, why they get married? I don't
A
understand.
lot of people get married for different reasons.
Mm, mm.
I want me a husband. Don't change my last name. We don't have to live together, but you're my husband. I respect you as my husband, but we don't have to live in the same house.
You know what? I think women making rules that only they can abide by. Men ain't finna abide by these
You
rules.
don't think so? It's some people that'll go for it. What you talking about?
Yeah, it's always some dope out here go for anything.
Oh,
Shit,
well, now you say it's
you know
anything.
what I'm
So
saying?
if you get married, you have to live with your spouse.
I mean, what is the reason to getting married if I don't live with them?
For companion,
How,
somebody to
how
spend.
is she companion if she stay across town?
Hey, you can still have that companion and commitment.
Nigga, I can go
Settle
get
it
me a walk.
down.
Look, I can get me a walking partner. Hell, shit, if my dog gonna be at that motherfucker more than my wife, hell, what I need her for?
What? So you need a wife just so somebody can live with you? Is that what you're
And
saying?
that's a companion you talking about, ain't it? What is
Companion
a
ha-
companion?
companion have to be consistent overnight,
Oh
staying
my
in the same
God. Did
room.
you say that?
I'm asking a
I,
question
I
from
guess
your opinion. I'm asking.
it'd probably be better to rent a date. Joke be talking all this stuff there. Yeah. Hell no.
She
I
said, I
kept
kept my last name and we don't live together. We visit and spend time when I come to Jacktown. They have a business marriage.
Oh, okay. Yes, they've been hunching. Okay, all right. That's all I want.
Huh?
Yes, they have relations, so they've been hunching. I was just gonna
That
say
was all your concern. Is that what marriage consists of?
that's part of it.
Okay.
I
Okay. She
mean,
said,
guess
no, it's
what?
not business.
Guess what? Guess what? I bet she if she said she wanted to get married and she said I ain't because she like you said, and when I said she didn't change her last name, she ain't got her last name. Don't stay with him. If she had told him she ain't gonna give him no coochie, they wouldn't have got married.
Right. So
They
what's the
wouldn't have got married.
problem?
So you said what's the why what hunching got to do with it? They wouldn't be married.
No, I'm just saying that's all you were concerned about.
No,
So
but you understand what I'm saying.
I
Like
get.
like you saying it ain't important, but they wouldn't be married.
I did not say it wasn't important. Nope, I
If
did not say that.
she didn't do that kitty, he could have got an annulment for what you call that stuff, um what they call that stuff, unreconcilable, difficult. What that is?
Irreconcilable differences.
Yeah, you can get a divorce if your wife refused to give you sex. You can get a divorce on just that motion right there.
I mean, do they do annulments in Mississippi anymore?
Yeah,
Oh, they do.
you better do, especially if she refused to give you some. She get married and says she ain't giving you none. You can get a annulment. It ain't never happened. This marriage did never happen, player. This was us just having a big expensive party. That's all we did. We get a big expensive party, and now it's time for.
You said love blowing me. I can't be held with business nor personal. Shit me. Okay. Hi, Latasha.
But people marry before sex. I understand that, but after they marry, they get sex. If he don't get sex on that same night that he get married, or at least the first week, oh boy, that marriage already over. She would have had to been on her period bleeding heavy. Not even a light bleed. She had to be bleeding heavy to tell me I couldn't get no coochie.
Oh
Let's call this thing off now. This is not gonna work. If I ain't getting there before, and then she tried to hold it hostage after we, lie.
What you say?
I just spent $8,000 on a wedding or better. Guess what? I'm thinking, okay. I say if she didn't give me nothing a week or something in the marriage, I would. She couldn't even take a shower. If she ever took my ring off, I would go pawn it. I go sell everything I bought, and I go start me a whole new life somewhere else and go and get.
Just like that, and you did vows.
Yeah, well, she did just like that because I was hornswoggle. she ain't give me no coochie. I was hornswoggle because I'm sure she make it seem like she was gonna be the best thing a man ever had before they got married. She was like, "Ooh."
That's how most marriages are anyway.
That's how they talk though. When we get married, we ain't doing nothing till we get married. But when we get married, I'm gonna whoop this thing on you and had him, and then it's gonna be just like Eddie Murphy said. He's just regular old crackers. He wants me to change my last name, but it's not a major concern. A lie. He wants me. You hear that? That means he still do. If you don't change that last name, he's finna go. I guarantee you. You can't come down here and think you're going. I bet you didn't tell. I just told him this. Well, if you don't believe in tradition, well, we don't need to get married. If it ain't gonna be traditional. I don't want. We in the new age. We're gonna do some modern stuff. What they did on Black Ink when they got that promise ring. We're gonna do one of them things then. Since you don't believe in tradition, we gonna throw the traditions out of it then. Yeah. That right there. That part. This is nothing new. Yes, they do. Let me see. Let me catch you. Are you speaking in big world time, sir? No. I'm taking when I speak on stuff, I'm speaking really modern times because I was born in a modern age. So I know as I've been coming up, ain't no man gonna let no woman marry her and then say, you ain't finna have my last name or you don't want to. A man that do that is a super weak man. If he don't, that's the whole point of you marrying a woman because you want her to have your last name.
What if you have a business?
Let me tell you, no. Only way she keep her last name if she's a, you know, like when they a superstar or something like that, and you still gonna have to put a dot dash my name behind there somewhere. A lie. If your ass don't want my last name, you can go on your ass on. You can be Mary J. Blige up in this mother. Bye. Your name gonna be Blige Honeysuckle. A goddamn lie. Talk about you. Nobody last name a lie. Michael Bailey, you get married to a woman that don't want your last name. I need to hear from the men.
So is that the importance? Okay, so when it comes to marriage, we need to work on changing our name and giving up the coochie. That's all that matters.
That's the start. That ain't no all that matter.
I'm asking. That was a simple question.
Listen, that's the start. If you want a ring and you start talking about you ain't giving them no coochie or change your last name, you need to be gizon. Just go on. Take your traditional ass, buy you a dog, and have Kevin say, die alone. That's the new traditional marriage. Marry your dog. Put him a suit on. Y'all dress them, just put him a tux on, marry his ass here, boy. Get him and do it like that. Hi.
Oh, Lord.
Shoot. This extra in a marriage is not a necessity. That's extra. I wish she talking about extra. I hope she ain't talking about sex. Let me see. We didn't have a wedding. Okay. That is unnecessary money. I believe. Okay. And we didn't buy rings. Okay. And we got tattoos. Y'all ghetto. Y'all go get some tattoos, but y'all could get a ring. Y'all ought to stop. I'd bought me a $100, $200 ring at least or something. I mean, God, leave me. I don't know. Ring tattoo. see, I think she playing with me. This must be what you call it. I'm being
punked.
Punked. There it is. I'm being punked.
Yeah, she said, why in my case he will take my last name.
See, that's that feminine stuff there. That's when you start thinking you carrying around nuts around here. Yeah, right. Boy, if you meet a joker like that, yeah, and when you find out he taking up the booty, do not get mad at me. Cause he is not no man. If a woman was let me tell you something. If a woman was to ask me to take her last name and she was serious, I don't know what I'd do. I think I probably would be in jail if I.
You don't want your last name to be Jones.
I wish somebody would tell me to take her last name. Okay, they said I spent $5 on some fucking 800. Let me see, fucking shit, 8,000. We porno stars. See, that's what I'm talking about. You spent 8,000. He said, if I spend $5, it's some fucking. He said 8,000. There's some porno stuff going on right here. He said, why? You so pressed by the name change. Any man to be pressed by the name change. Now, didn't you just say your husband, the one you supposed to love so much, become as one? As one mean sharing the last name. That's what as one, becoming as one is. And if you don't want to do that, it ain't no reason to get married. What you get married for then? You ain't said. You said come. It's like you coming into really. That sound like I got married just so I can have sex every now and then. That's what that sound like because you ain't staying.
It's better to marry than to
ain't staying with each other. You ain't staying with each other. You don't want his last name, and then you just want to come in and get you some every now and then. Don't feel guilty. That's all that is. That's all that is.
You about right. You about right. We have to rethink things.
That's the first one that said nope. A lie. Oh Lord, hold on. What's he saying? He said, if she don't want my last name, cool. I marry her cousin then. I got to read all the men. Come on, you read the women because I got to read the men stuff because this is getting interesting. Go ahead.
Nikita said,
Guess
we
what?
get
Hold on.
okay.
Read it like you telling me this. Yeah, read it like you telling me this.
Okay.
They'll tell you how the men do.
Miss Black said, we don't want no rings. They don't symbolize a dang on thing. You can get rings and still not be faithful or be dishonest. So rings don't mean nothing. So we got tattoo rings, baby. It's in the skin.
Okay. Ain't doing no what's that? Hyphenated last names either. I feel like if she's spitting in my dad, I'm telling you, she's spitting in my dad's face with this BS. I'm telling you, when a joker just telling you that they don't want your last name, or they tell you that you want that she want to give you her last name, this when it go too far. This when it's old we equal stuff going too far in. No, player. No, you ain't looking for no
We
man.
said equality, and then what you said?
This is actually single lady stuff. Just even talking about.
We just talking crazy. We know if we got that husband, our last night gonna be Miss Rutabaga, if that's what we gonna get.
If my name was whatchamacallit, you gonna be Miss Whatchamacallit. I don't care. Don't care how you don't like the last name. Don't marry me if you don't want it. Sorry, Charlie. Uh-oh.
I will not insult Mr. Know-It-All tonight. Next comment.
I can't read BS. I mean, I'm just saying, man, y'all making me stutter. Y'all making me lose conscience. I'm starting to forget who I am in here. Y'all up here talking about that y'all don't want your man last name. Y'all don't want to stay with the man. Y'all don't want.
Listen, just say
what do you want from the man?
Listen, hold on. So just say, for instance, if
no, I got to get this. What do a woman want for a man as soon as she say all that? What do she want for him then? If she don't want to stay with him, she don't want his last name, and she just wants some penis every now and then. What else? What do she want from him? That ain't but a friend with benefits. That ain't but a friend with benefits.
Hold on. Just say, for instance, if we're working on ourselves, we're listening. We're here to learn tonight, right? So just say, for instance, if we did take the last name, not living with your husband, would that be suffice? That's still not good?
No.
It's not. So if you get married, you need to live with your spouse?
I mean, people, let me tell you something.
I'm just asking.
No, listen, I feel what you're saying. Some people make it work and they try not to live, with the person so much like that. But this is not what you can say a real good, you know what I'm saying? This ain't no real good look. This is not even a real good look because, like, first thing people say, oh, get married, honeymoon. Then we figure out, what house we're gonna buy. That used to be the thing. When people came up, oh, where we gonna stay at? Oh, we want to move here. Oh, we're gonna move there. Well, I don't care what you do over there. I got my stuff together over here. I mean, what?
But the thing is, when you usually get married, right? The house is already made. Most men used to already have the house in place because they are being the provider. But those are things that are kind of being thrown out the window. Most guys getting married, they move in with their spouse. Or, you don't hear too often of the spouse moving in with the husband.
So you got 3 different people talking to you and you make it seem like all the comments are coming from me. I'm not doing it. What I'm doing is I'm hyping all these comments in my head and it's running through my little brain and it's saying they don't want his last name. They don't want to stay with him. It just don't make sense. It don't make sense to even say marriage. What is marriage? I mean, hey, that's what we need to do, because that's the problem. Definition of marriage.
Here's the definition of marriage: the legally or formally recognized union of two people as partners in a personal relationship, historically and in some jurisdictions specifically a union between a man and a woman.
Okay.
Oh, let's catch up with these comments right quick.
Miss Black said, I don't think we're equal. Mr. Bailey, hi Mike. He says, so if marriage don't work, so what do you do with tattoo ring fingers?
I guess when he meets somebody else, they need to get a tattoo ring finger so they can hook up and be the same.
Miss Black said, and I'm allergic to your BS.
Okay.
She said, why is the last name so important?
It's just like saying, why is the man so important? Why is marriage so important? Nah. What about that?
Mr. Bailey said it sounds like polygamy is on the table.
Right. She don't want to stay with you or nothing. It sound like some polygamy on the table. She want her own house, don't want your name. What's name? How can somebody improve that y'all together?
Well, we're just talking, right? But
no,
I'm just saying, we're just talking. But we can say the things we say, but hey, I'm so sure that if I meet the right person, my mind will probably be diverted, to make the right decision for me and my husband, But hey, Chris said it's important for kids to experience that mother and father dynamics. I agree. Miss Black said, and why you have to live together? We are not trying to look good for anyone. We like having our privacy and keeping to ourselves.
Right. I bet y'all do.
I know y'all like your open relationship.
Right.
That's maybe
right.
what you have an open relationship, Miss Black. That's what I'm trying to say. So when you say you're married, you don't live together. So do you have an open relationship, or are you guys just committing to each other and not living together? Tell me about that part.
Now listen to this. You need to ask, what is marriage to you? So marriage to me is not marriage under the eyes of the government. It's the freedom to just be married like I'm married to the world. I'm here. All that stuff. To me, you don't need no ring. You don't need no pastor. You don't need no papers. Marriage is just you holding hands and making a promise to each other that you don't be there for each other. That's marriage to me. If that's what you want to do.
Oh, Lord, I've heard it all. She said that marriage is forever, like the tattoo.
Yeah, I know girls riding there with tattoos of Billy Joe Bob on their ass and they ain't nowhere around. So
she said on the hand. She didn't say on the butt or the back or the arm or the leg. She said on the hand.
It don't matter. I know you got tattoos of dudes on their arm, hand, wrist, leg, thigh, all that. and get banged by somebody else. And they be asking, who is Robert? Oh, that's my ex.
Just like that.
Okay, come on. There it is. Come on, Chelsea.
Chelsea said, well, I'm staying in the same house with mine, leaving too much room for error, in my opinion. Hello.
I am.
No, era is called freedom.
Right. I feel what you're saying.
Miss Black says some people can love each other enough to get married, but there might be some things that we can't live with about the other person.
And I agree. But then that's the whole purpose of people talking about getting married, being able to accept the good and the bad and the ugly. That what it say in the book. When I done been
Good.
listen, I done been the book of weddings, because I done been plenty of weddings. And that's the first thing the pastor say. He said, to the good time, the bad time, to death do us part, and all the sickness and health, all this. I hear this at every wedding. And guess what? And I ask people when they get divorced, I'd be like, hey, you divorced? And they be like, yeah. I'd be like, where your husband? They be like, oh, he stay over there. Wasn't I? Be like, he ain't dead? I thought it was the death do us part. I'm just saying. That's what they say. Come on. So,
no, ma'am, this relationship
half of the
is
people
not
ain't
open.
respecting their vows in the first place, or they wouldn't have got divorced the first time.
Well, no, you can't say that.
Hey,
You know what? One thing I don't
what
like.
the vows say?
But
What the vows say?
I
But
understand.
tell me, hold on. I said, I don't know. I didn't say respecting the art of marriage. I said the vows. What do the vows say?
It said, hold you from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poor, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, to death do us part. According to God's holy law, in the presence of God, you make this vow. Yes, of course, we've been there. We've done that.
Uh-huh.
But it takes two to do that. You know, if the second, if both parties are not willing to hold this vow, what are you to do?
They say 80% of divorces are filed by women.
Okay, well, hey, like,
so we ain't gonna.
Well, look, I'm not part of that 80%, so I'm just saying.
Okay, but
if I didn't file for the divorce, then what? What am I to do?
Then you Gucci.
Then I'm Gucci. What? Then am I? No, but still, and am I held accountable because I didn't do the withholding through sickness and health and all of this stuff?
No, not if the other person filed it.
Right.
The person that filed for divorce is in the wrong every time.
But then people that get divorced, you are held accountable according to people. When you're on the outside looking in, you don't know the situation.
Yeah,
so you can't always bring that up because a person has gone through a divorce.
I'm gonna tell you this: a lot of people, when they get with people, like I done seen people shoot for the marriage, but knew they didn't like the person, or knew they didn't want to be with the person. They knew they had a good car, he could take care of me, he had a good job. I mean, they seen the red flags before they married and still got married. You feel what I'm saying? Because of that M word is a mother. That M word will make people get married even if they don't really like the person. They think they'll grow to like them and all kind of stuff.
Well, let me just give you a prime example. Like me, I was in my younger days and I felt that way. I felt like, this is not for me, but people around me pressuring, go ahead and do this. This is what you all should do type of thing. I went ahead and went with it. So I tried to withhold through it all of this stuff. But if the divorce was filed on another level, then what? Right. So I'm still held accountable from being married before from other people. So forget what people think. You can say what you want. You don't know the story. Mike said, I can't afford marriage. It's going to hurt my business. No. I feel you, Mike.
Miss Black said he's still special.
She said, I see he's still special.
Oh, she talking about me.
Right.
Go ahead.
You don't even read books.
Now you, now she all up in my house, know what I read and everything.
I said the book of weddings. Dang, that's what you said.
I did say that.
She said they don't say until death do us part at the courthouse anymore.
That's why men ain't get married like that no more.
She said they say for as long as you are all together, you all are together.
And
Really?
that sound like BS.
Wait a minute, I'm for real. They said it in the courthouse now.
I believe they do. Because if you get in our courtroom, see, most people when they get them vows, they in a church getting them vows. In a courtroom, they straight business. It's a business transaction.
Oh, okay, because you can go back and sue the court or something, or what?
I don't know. They probably. It's so many people complain about they don't want to hear certain stuff in their vows, like what they said, obey. It was a lot of stuff that
love and obey through sickness and health and all that stuff.
If I can't have all that in mind, I want the traditional thing. I want all that and toppings. I want
Lord!
I want that cut at the same time, to wrap your hands together, all that. If I can't get all that, obey, but the sickness and the health, death do a part. I ain't never going nowhere. I don't even want to eat.
So you need to write your own stuff.
No, I just don't even want to hear.
Oh, okay.
Because it's not, to me, it's not, like I said, it's just like you got a friend with benefits. All this stuff she finally found a boyfriend to have sex with, stay in different houses. That do not sound like anything like a marriage. You stay over here, I stay over here. I ain't got your last name. Oh, he want my last. Your husband, he got to ask you for your last name. Divorce. I'm already back at the courthouse. He got what he wanted. He done got him some poutine. He might have gone fire his. What's his name say? Is this a regular old cracker? She don't even want my last name. She don't want to be with me. That's what I would feel. If a woman wanted to marry me and didn't want my last name, she don't want to be with me. And that's what's wrong with men right now, because a lot of men can't say what they really want to say. And I'm gonna say it. Men out here. If you don't want my last name, you don't want my car note money. You don't want me to mow the yard. You don't want nothing. You want a bomb. Cause get what? If you got your house over there, get what? You gonna need a yard, man. I ain't coming over there to mow your yard. If you don't want my last name, we gonna play this thing the right way. You ain't gonna. I don't want no key to your house. You ain't got no key to my. You better call before you come. If we gonna do it like that, if we free, if you ain't got my last name, don't stop at my house acting like you run anything. Don't even stop. Don't even try it.
What you mean act like?
Right.
Okay, so your house,
we ain't married under my God until you got my last name.
But listen, the life that people are living now are not traditional. So that would be part of a non-traditional wedding, wouldn't it?
Here it is. Here go the 40 stuff. Come on.
Okay. Most people that get married the first time are young and just going through the motion. But when you're in your 40s, marriage hit different.
Yeah. Like, don't hit at all if you don't want my damn last name. That way it gonna hit like look it up. I said, hold up, bro. I'm divorced.
Right. We around here knocking divorcees, that part.
What you mean? I ain't knocking nobody divorce. Ain't gonna be way a lot of more divorces joking don't want your last name. I'm sure her husband at first, she didn't tell him, I ain't gonna give you my last name.
People just be talking. Calm down. We just tripping.
You think so? Oh, okay.
We tripping.
Yes.
Calm down, because you got in the uproar. That last night stood up. Your daddy was mad. He ain't even probably on here.
He said, my boy said, I can't do death do us part because I'm not going first. I'm just saying.
She said, "Why we concentrating on the name, and today both parties are paying the bills. It's not how it used to be when the men took care of everything."
Well, why get married? Just tell me why get married. If we gonna pay our own separate bills, own separate houses, own separate everything, separate name, why the fuck we getting married?
Ooh.
No, I'm just saying. Why? Because you want to feel good about getting up some of that sex. That's about it. That's all I can see in that whole situation. She said 7 years. 4 months. I scooped me up some dumb joker that ain't even got my name.
Why he gotta be dumb? That could have been love at first sight.
Straight. No, I ain't gonna let no. No, I do this. It's got to be something wrong. If I'm asking my woman to have my last name and she talking about when I think about it, a lie. We're gonna think about it at divorce court. I'm be in front of what that lady name?
No, you're not gonna think about it. You just said you're not gonna marry.
What is that lady? We are not married. She do not have my name. What's that lady name?
I don't know.
It ain't Judge Judy. The other black lady.
The black lady.
What's her name?
I don't know.
Somebody tell me that black lady name. The judge.
Jenkins. The Lynn Taller lady with the short hair, or you want the Faith Jenkins?
When you say it, I'm gonna know. Which one of them ladies that do the marriages? He said, I come in and you make it sound like a business transaction. It is a business transaction. You talking about I pay my bills, traditional marriage, I pay my bills. I got my own house, he got his own house. I stay over here. I ain't even got his last name. I don't want his last name. Oh Lord have mercy. My head hurting.
Already?
I'm just saying, man. When somebody tell you, you know how destructive they got to be for a man to know.
You're talking about the lady with the short hair, right?
Yeah.
Her name is Judge Taller or something like that.
Is it Lynn or something?
Lynn Taller. Lynn Taller?
Okay, that might be it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That might be it. Because like, even
that's it, Lynn Taller. I just looked it up.
Even she'll go down and say she'll say, you know how she even got that little show that talk about before marriage or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's something like before marriage. Like even
like, are you ready for it?
Yeah. Like no. If she sat up there and told me all that, because ain't no way you told your man that you wouldn't. No, ain't no way. Ain't no way you just up and told your man that you wasn't gonna accept his last name, and you gonna stay in separate houses. And man, because first thing, something like that. Why you get married? Because like if you get married like that, at least you, like you said, if it's for when you want your husband to, I can see this is what messed me up. I get irritated sometimes when folk be talking about they sleeping in separate rooms. And I'm all right with that. I'm all right with sleeping in this. If you in the same house, sleeping in a separate room because one snore, one roll, you know what I'm saying, or something like that. But sleeping in whole separate houses, buy you a big house where y'all can have space. But to tell me that now I got to stay across town and you stay over here, I can't get my wife to cook me dinner really. She ain't fixing breakfast because she ain't there. She don't stay there. She ain't fixing breakfast. She ain't cooking dinner. We ain't waking up and watching a movie, going to sleep. We ain't really doing nothing because she don't stay there. She don't stay there.
She got her own house. What you mean?
Her own dogs and her own people.
Did you send your own dogs?
I'm just saying. Shit. A goddamn lie. Yeah.
Oh, we got you heated on it.
Hey, bro, my name would be uh what is
Winfrey. I'm just saying, Oprah Winfrey would make me forget my own last name.
right. That's the only you gotta have that kind of money to tell a man that you gonna take now, you know what, Oprah, you can kiss my ass. I wouldn't even marry Oprah if she told me that she wasn't putting no dot in my last name at the end of it. You're gonna be Oprah Dot Honeysucker. No, you ain't gonna be no Oprah Just Winfrey no more. You're gonna be Oprah Winfrey / Honeysucker something on back of that thing. I'm gonna be parentheses or something behind your name. I'm gonna be AKA Honeysucker or something. You is not gonna be just Oprah Winfrey and my wife. Ain't nobody gonna come and say, "Who is your wife?" Oh, Oprah Honeysucker over there. Yeah, Oprah Winfrey Honeysucker. Yeah. No, Oprah Winfrey is her middle name now. Now her last name is Honeysucker. Sound better on the show anyway, man. Okay, but I'm just saying.
Look, Mr. Bailey said own last name. He talking about the money.
I'm telling you. I don't know, man, because I don't even know that money will happen because I wouldn't feel. See, like I said, it's certain levels that a lot of men say they're across. Just like when I watch these little TikTok videos and the dude say, "Oh, for $1 million, would you be a woman?" And this, I'm not finna dress in no goddamn woman shit. That's a nigga that I already got some gay shit in him.
Wait a minute, for $1 million.
No, I'm just saying that because they trying to make a little money off TikTok or whatever. Ain't no way I'm putting on no heels and no hair and all that stuff. You got some of that in you. You been wanting to wear your mama clothes all your life. And now you got a chance. Hell no. Ain't none of my men, ain't none of my boys I ever seen a plan or anything talking about wearing a dress, a hair, or any heels, anything. If I see one of my partners in some heels, I'd drop kick his ass and whoop his ass.
Wait a minute, I just want to know. So you saying for $1 million you wouldn't even dress as a
hell no. Hell no.
Okay.
No. I got morals and values, man. And what's wrong is these young people coming up, they treasure money over morals. Man, I wouldn't even be able to look at myself in the face. Think about Will Smith, just that little slap that he did that got everybody looking at him a certain kind of way. That's the same thing I feel about trying to put on a dress or something. That should make a real man just cringe. You know what I'm saying? I hardly like putting on pink. Long legs. I don't even like wearing a pink tie. And you talking about putting on a dress? No, player. This is not gonna happen. This is not gonna happen.
He said Oprah ain't gonna stay there. Just leave me her bank account. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, man. I just can't do it.
Miss Black says, so you still want the traditional aspect of marriage. What about your relationship with the woman? The stuff you worried about should not make or break the commitment you have with that woman.
Okay, let's do this then. Since we're gonna go there. So since we're doing all this non-traditional stuff that women want, what about what men want? Oh, damn. We ain't never even looked at that because I want something different. Now I'm the bad guy. No, listen, if you don't want my name, I understand. Let's just be friends. I mean, hey, but if you don't want to stay with me, hey, let's just be friends. You know what I'm saying? If you want to have your house across, if you want to stay, let me tell you something. Only way I would marry somebody like this is if she stayed right across the street. Right across the goddamn street where I can walk across in my flip-floppers and with a robe and walk in her house. That's the only way I'm going to do that. Ain't nobody going to tell me, now you going to get married and you going to stay cross town over here beside Joe Blow or whatever, and I'm gonna be over here. My thing get hard. I gotta make an appointment. A damn lie. Shit.
You said a whole appointment.
Did you read that one?
I did.
Okay.
Mr. Bailey said, stop lying, Michael Winfrey.
Marcus Winfield, a lie.
Marcus.
That ain't gonna never happen. You ain't gonna never see my name change. You gonna know me 100 years. It's gonna be the
You
same.
said 30 millions. You put that flower dress on.
You a lie. You a lie. You a double lie. Cause you know what? I probably have a heart attack trying to pull it up.
Pull what up? The dress?
My manly stuff would not allow it. Some people ain't built like that. Some people ain't built like that. If you hold on. You remember that thing? Sometimes you got to stand for something, or what they say, or file for anything. You got to stand for something. And let me tell you something. You can get $30 million, and if you ruin your name, that ain't gonna mean nothing when everybody just remember what your lasting images of you. You in a dress, man, a lie. You ain't gonna see that one. Mm-hmm. The one thing that men, what women don't even realize, men back in the day stood for something, and they didn't break. They was
that was back in the day. Now they fall for almost anything. What you mean?
Nah, they fall for almost anything because they raised by just women. And sometimes a lot of women fall for anything. That's why they try to fall for this stuff they telling me about changing my name to a woman last name. A lie.
We're just tripping. But anyway, Ms. Black says, sir, everyone is entitled to their own opinion. And you say what you like, but we are both satisfied and happy with this outcome until something changed.
A lie, because you said he already asking you to change your last name. You lying. You lying, Black. You're lying. I can go back and put it up. You just told me only thing that the man asking you to change last name. Let me see. Don't call me a lie. Yeah. I go down here and find it, Miss Black.
We know you're going to find it. The sucking of the teeth. There it is.
Oh, you know, I already found it. See, he want me to change my last name, but it's not a major concern to you. That's what you should have said at the end of that. It's not a major concern to you. All right, what Chelsea said to say?
Chelsea said, I don't think if you've established a lot or well-known publicity in your maiden name, then hyphenate the married name. But if you're building and young, then take the married name. Yeah, I get you.
I'm just saying. Because if that name's so important to you that you don't want to change it, just keep it. Just be the same person.
All right.
Just be the same person, unmarried, and be the same person. The same person. All right, I'm just tripping. Go.
Man, men are already getting what they want. Most of the time, it's the woman that gets the short end of the stick.
And we all know that's a lie. We all know that's a lie. Let me tell you something. Women get the children. Women get the child support. Women get the what's the thing? The alimony. Well, women get all the 90% of the wins in court. Women get the less time in jail. Women get all sorts of things that women get to go in the door first. Men sit back. and let people women get off the cheer.
That's not what you're gonna say.
The war, they put the women and the children on the train and left the men there to fight. I don't want to hear this. Women don't get on shit first. I don't want to hear this shit because it lies. This is lies. Women do go first. I don't want to hear this shit.
We're just tripping.
No, that's a lie. These are lies.
No, I'm just saying we're just tripping because let me show you why.
Women get out the stick first.
Hold on, let me just show you we're tripping. Because Miss Black said, I haven't changed it though, sir.
What you talking about, her last name?
Yep. I guess that she probably hadn't changed it because of the pandemic.
It ain't been a year. Year to year. He still filed for what's name? What
I thought it was 6 months.
I think it's 6 months to a year. It's 6 months to a year because a year you can file for abandonment. Cause she don't even stay with her. You can file for abandonment. She left, she don't even stay with her. That's abandonment. What about that part? Women filing for abandonment all the time. It works, don't it?
I have no idea.
Hold on. When a man got his own place, can't she file for abandonment?
I have no idea.
Oh, you don't know the law now.
I didn't know about that part. Let me tell you, hold on. Just because you probably read it, I haven't read anything up on that. So no, I cannot say I know. I just said okay.
What's the definition of abandonment in a marriage?
That's not what you
According
said.
to DivorceNet, whether you call it marital abandonment or desertion, both are a result of one spouse leaving the marriage without communicating with the other and without the intent of coming back.
So how is that abandonment?
Leaving?
No, if they made that decision to be housed in different areas.
I think these some decisions she making. She came back and met him for 4 months. He been hornswoggled. She got married in 4 months and he didn't know what he was getting himself. Do you really know somebody in 4 months? Now let's be honest. He thought 4 months? You mean you'll wait 7 years to have sex, but 4 months to get married? Nah, player. That wasn't no That was pretty good, that wasn't.
Yeah, you had a point there. I couldn't say anything. I couldn't say anything.
7 years again.
You held off on the cootie cat, but then you got married in 4 months.
Right.
Oh, okay. You know, life is different. I ain't trying.
She said she agreed calling out that. Hold on, let me see. She said
he calling out that like it's prize worthy. I don't know. We probably missed something.
She said she agreed. I don't know. You see, that's not a bad. Well, I understand. You see, that rabbit rule, but see, it's starting to seem like Miss Black live by her own rules. She making up her rules as she go. You know what I'm saying? 7 years, I ain't gonna give up nothing. I'm looking for the right man. This and that. Then you find the right man. You don't want to give him your name. You don't want to stay with him.
So 7 years.
I'm just saying. And she just moved down here to get married and then moved back. I'm just saying. She said she moved closer. I'm just saying. Oh, Lord. Let me see. Let me stop. He said, all right, what did he say?
Mike said the rabbit rules the world. Bugs Bunny been chased by Elmer Fudd all his life.
Here's abandonment when you can't find the other spouse and have no communication. No, that's not true. That's not true. Abandonment, if somebody leave, now I done had partners that I done had people that file for abandonment. So you can have communication, but abandonment means they left the house and refused to come back. That type of stuff is considered abandonment too. You can still be talking to them, but if they refuse to come back to the house or they don't want to, work it out like that, that's abandonment. They done left you with the bills. It's people that leave the bills, leave all that. That's abandonment. Let's see.
And for your information, I only knew my last husband for 4 months as well. Also, you've been married before.
So clearly the 4 month thing ain't working out for you. You need to start dating a little longer, cause 4 months ain't enough time. Yeah, if you take 7 years to get to know yourself, but you only take 4 months to get to know a man, And hey, I think he was in it just for the letter M. That's it. Just for that letter M. Marriage will make somebody change their standards and do something a little different, because only thing I see she got on it is marriage. And that's the only thing he got out of it. Other than that, she ain't got his last name. She don't stay with him. Hell, everything the same, but he got a little twat. That's about it. That's it. Okay. Good dude.
She said, I was referring to when he was calling out what the women are entitled to.
Okay, let's do that.
No, sir. When they file for abandonment, they have to prove that they can't find them. They make you put an ad in the paper to see if he answered to it.
Oh, sound like you done did that before. My bad for your expertise in the matter. Now, I just said I had people to file abandonment. I didn't say, well, I'm going to tell you this. Even annulment, let me see, abandonment, if the person, well, I know one thing they changed about that too. They made people start going that, at one time they made them go to marriage counseling for a year. See, the laws of marriage done changed so much over the years. There's no reason to get married. It's so easy to get a divorce now. So there's no reason to get, there's no fault divorce thing they got now. There's no reason to get married. Because basically, you can file a no-fault divorce if you just feel like y'all ain't going to get along. So what about a no-fault divorce? You can say, I changed religion. We ain't going to make it. He a Christian, I'm a Muslim.
That's what they mean when they say irreconcilable differences.
What?
Miss Black, when they say no fault, they don't blame anybody else. They just say it didn't happen. So Miss Black said, and I don't believe in dating for a long time and then get married. Even when you marry someone, you still don't know them. And I can agree with you on that part.
You're right.
I've met plenty of people that has been married for a long time, and all these people say are the same thing. They was like, we still learning something new about each other every day.
Yeah.
So anything that you have is whatever you want to work, you can make it work.
Yeah.
But there are so many people that throw in the towel so fast. Mr. Bailey said, I will file irreconcilable differences because I wanted to have sex on a regular. She wanted once a year. Bye.
That part.
I can understand that, especially for a spouse. Ms. Black said it takes longer to get a divorce because there is a waiting period. Oh, yeah, it is. Is it 6 months? I think.
Yeah, but used to the average divorce just a couple of years ago was like 3 years. But I mean, people don't supposed to be getting divorced. I mean, hey, when y'all start becoming an expert on divorces, I mean, I don't, you know, once people want stuff quick like that, you wonder what they getting into it for. You know what I'm saying? Like a joke be like, how long it take to get a divorce? You be like, is you sure you want to get married? I'm just saying. Because this is different. This is real different. Let me see.
Mr. Bailey did tell us, he said, ladies, you don't need no husband. Call Plug and Go Services, LLC.
Uh-oh.
So she says 60 days in Washington. They want to see if you're going to change your mind. And I was married 14 years in my last marriage.
60 days is what you call a long time? Waiting period. Man, if you're going to stay married to a joker 14 years and 60 days is what you call a long waiting to get divorced, I mean, hey.
But I'm saying after 14 years, what possibly, will make you feel that you just can't work this out? That's what I'm not understanding.
That's what I want to know. That sounds like something there. I'm listening. We listening, Miss Black. What in 14 years that made you say, this ain't gonna work no more?
I can't possibly do this at all. If you've given 14 years of working, because every day in a relationship is working. Not even years. You can count the days is working.
Click on.
Mr. Bailey said, I see you back on grape Kool-Aid tonight.
Yep. Man, I can't be drinking no Kool-Aid, man.
Look, just so you don't be doing Red Bulls.
Nah, I ain't doing Red Bulls.
Energy drinks and stuff. That's not good for your heart.
I ain't gonna do it. Do it for the man. I ain't gonna do it.
I remember when that was out and hype and stuff. He said, my bad, strawberry Kool-Aid.
I ain't drinking no Kool-Aid, man.
He got Kool-Aid over there. Kool-Aid, no sugar, with sugar. Ms. Black said, we've had this conversation before. Infidelity and children outside the marriage would definitely help you make a decision.
I don't know about that. Because true love trumps all. See,
no, right? Because when, if I had a baby on my husband, I would want him to stay with me. It wasn't my fault. I got pregnant. He didn't pull out. Right?
You don't sound like a live person.
Right. So you just said to her to infidelity, she should have just worked it out.
Now you're saying that men and women are the same.
No, I'm just saying in this situation, so it should be different because a woman had to go through it opposed to a man.
Well, women and men are different, ain't?
What do you mean different? In
what different period?
We're different, but we're talking about we're not diverting from this. Nope.
Okay, go ahead.
We're talking about, she just said the statement that outside children were things that she couldn't handle. So that's why probably, it probably led to her decision, right?
Okay. Did she
just say, for instance, if it wasn't the husband that did it, it was her. The dude that she was screwing didn't pull out. So she ended up getting pregnant. Why he couldn't stay with her and go through this?
That happens.
I'm saying so.
I didn't watch Maury, and I done heard them dudes say, "It's still my child. I don't give a damn. I'm not the daddy. I'm gonna raise it." I done seen them.
Okay, no, but we're talking about right now. You just made a statement that she should have tried to hang on or something, or possibly worked it out because
No,
that
I was
wasn't
just saying,
so bad.
what was the love between all this? Did she
Okay.
love the
So
man?
tell me.
Because see, this a marriage now. This that death do us part and all this.
Okay,
ridiculous
listen, hold on.
death.
Say we married. Say we married,
Right.
right? We married. You go outside. You have you some kids, right? Outside of our marriage.
Right.
Out of our marriage, I leave. I can't handle these outside kids. He was like, "No, you should have stayed because that was a simple mistake. I made the mistake 8 times. I'm still working on me. So I should have stayed." So okay, no, I'm just saying. So
you couldn't help me raise them.
That's one scenario.
Help me raise them 8 badass children.
Okay, well, just that's one scenario.
Go ahead.
Okay, just say for instance we married. I go outside and I have one kid with one dude while we married, and it's not your kid because my boo didn't pull out, and I'm having this man's baby. So, can men be strong enough to handle that? But women should be strong enough to handle it
I would try to raise the child, but it's hard to raise a child when you're locked up.
That's what I'm talking about. You cancel the whole show, baby. It's really weird. What you talking about? You can't say what is good.
Try 5 babies back to back. Man, y'all had a nice family. I mean, hey, I bet you he's grown now. I bet you he's a better man now. Why you
dick in the booty in prison somewhere.
Ooh, look at what she just said. Alpha men not going to stay with a woman if she do the same thing. Men can't image someone else with their wife. I mean, there might be a little truth to that because, just thinking about it, I mean, it don't sound right. But I mean, I'm sure it's an alpha man out there somewhere that stay. Then what he do then? Did they turn him beta then? Can you be turned from an alpha to a beta?
No, you can be an alpha and just be strong enough to raise another man.
I'm saying you don't think an alpha can be turned to a beta? They can turn a gangbanger into a snitch, so I'm sure an alpha can turn to a beta. I'm just saying.
I'm not even going there with you tonight because you crazy. That's all I see.
What? I'm just saying now, I'm trying to be truthful and you know what I'm saying? Like
this man said a whole gangbanger into a snitch.
I mean, that's just true, right?
Well, I comprehend, but I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, like, people can change, and I'm sure it's a man out there that was super alpha, and his wife had a child on him, and he couldn't leave. He loved her a whole lot. But I was just watching the movie the other day, and the dude, that was the coldest thing I ever seen. The man had a drone that flew his dirty clothes away. They showed him on the police thing, and they were saying after the murder, like he was looking down in his phone. And people didn't even realize he had got one of them expensive drones, and the drone carried his bloody clothes and the gun way up in the ocean and took it deep in the ocean.
Oh.
But some lady still killed him. But man, she killed him after he won. After he won and got off, and somebody still killed him. Lady like, you murderer. Bow, bow. Jumped out the crowd. You know how they jump out the crowd like Nino Brown? Shot him. Dow, dow. That means that, see, that's the whole thing. It don't matter how bad you are. If somebody want to get you, they'll get you.
So
Somebody
what,
want
what
to
were you watching? Television?
yeah.
Mm.
This ain't real life.
Oh,
Okay.
I was just making sure.
All right, what is it?
Mr. Bailey said, your boo couldn't pull out. Dang, you raising your child by yourself without your husband and your boo. Your boo had 100 round in his ass. You killed the boo? And my husband locked up? Why my husband locked up? Cause he killed my boo. Dang.
That part.
She said, would you stay with your woman if she had more than one child by another man? Good question. Would you?
If she had more than one child, if she had one child with another man, there'd be some problems around this motherfucker.
So you wouldn't stay. So you'll be the one to file for the divorce.
I raised a kid, but I couldn't.
What's she going for? A divorce or what?
I don't even think it. And let me tell you something.
Wait a minute, you said you'll raise a kid.
Let me tell you this. I can see myself at the hospital and having the kid and everything, and then say the kid kind of halfway maybe look like me and this and that. Okay, we go home. We mess around and something happen, we take a test or something. Right?
Right.
We get the test results back. The day I get the test results back and they say it's not my child, hopefully she got it first and she had already moved out or already left. Because I'm sure she should know what type of man she got. She should know her life is not stable right now. This is
just from having a baby by another man.
Niggas kill people for patting their girl on the booty. And you think a nigga won't kill somebody for fucking this woman?
Well, then you need to kill the man, not the girl, right?
Why? So you can go to jail and she be out here living a lie. I go to jail, everybody gone. I'm telling you. I'm going up to let me stop.
I love to get you started.
I already know. Like something like that. Half of the family in danger messing with me.
Oh
Lord. Because anybody I thought knew about it, the brother, the mama.
Look like that happened in Mississippi one time. There's a case. You remember?
Right. Yeah, I remember.
A lot of people in the family.
Yeah. And he went and visited. And you know
everybody.
What? And you know what? And that's why I didn't even comment on that case. Because I was like, you know what? I'm just going to keep my mouth closed on this one. Because I ain't gonna.
Look, Mike said, try Jesus. I throw hands and shells.
I'm telling you. Hey, look. That's just like that video say, try
Jesus, not me.
Don't try me. Baby, don't try me. If you look at it, listen, if you don't want to fight for your life, don't try me on that one. I'm sorry. Because listen, marriage is a whole, I can imagine a girlfriend doing some stuff. A wife? Nah, player. No, player. But
that incident, I people were like, oh, he crazy, did all this. But I kind of felt that man. I'm like, and then at a point he was like, I don't care whether I live or die in this situation.
Right.
But y'all knew this stuff was going on and y'all all played me. He's like,
people don't even realize. See, people don't even realize this. Sometimes, like, when somebody play you, all the players come out. Like, like the brother be like, say, if she had another boyfriend or another man, say you popped up over house and she was at her mama house with the other man.
And so everybody head
now the brother there the sister that everybody seeing this dude here, and this ain't me. And y'all all right with even letting her, but see, that's the first violation. She was comfortable enough to go around her family with
Family.
another dude. So that means the whole family was on her side. I mean, it's so much stuff that go into
Man,
it.
what about you going to a gathering and the family invites the ex? So you new person, ex is there, family working on what they
Okay, I'm gonna do this. If it's some 3-month thing, I just been around 2-3 months, I ain't gonna say nothing.
had.
You know what I'm saying? If
But
I've
it's
been with a
been
joker a couple of years,
at least 5 years.
oh,
And
if I've been with her 5 years and they find her ex, oh, let me
still
tell you.
every function, ex showing up.
You know what? Nah, it wouldn't. Nah, I'm gonna tell you this. I think everybody that shake his hand should be worried. Because I'm sitting back making notes. Who all shaking his hand up in that thing. I'm like, oh, okay, you agree with this? Oh, you too. Okay. Oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? Oh, look at him, the little kid. Okay. I'm gonna stop a mud hole in some folks. I'm sorry. Cause see, I wouldn't want to go to jail forever, but I would want to stop a mud hole in some folks.
Mm.
I'm just saying. Cause see,
Like said, I've seen that too. Yeah, that's serious.
no, I say, you know, just like I was saying about the whole, you know, million thing about, you know, about I'm not selling out for no $1 million, this and that. I feel
Right.
like people, a family that does that sell out for X. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe in your head that you feel like she want to be with this person.
No, sometimes people feel like, oh, I don't think I want them together. I'm comfortable with her being with this person. But that's the thing family needs to realize. That type of thing is not your decision to make. And a
Well,
lot of
I
people
bet
feel
you one.
like they feel that this is better, but you
I
don't
bet you
know
one
everything in
thing.
that book.
I bet you one thing. I better not find out that you the one that invited him. I bet you that much. If it's mine, I bet you I better not. And listen, I'm gonna tell you this. If it's just an ex, and they're like you like say some ex that you know had kids and it's a certain kind of level of bond. But if it's an ex and there ain't no kids involved and he know I'm your boyfriend and he's stopping by this, he should be worried. He should be worried right then. Cause he already violated by even he knowing who I am and he's showing up like, nah, player, this ain't
They
what
don't care.
they don't care. They
People
don't
don't
care.
care these
They get a
days.
couple of mud holes because I ain't gonna threaten them from afar. By the time I get through saying a couple things to him, I'm already be standing on top of his chest. I'm be already hata. I do not condone violence on this show.
Well, wonderful. We do not condone any type of violence. We just talking. Miss Blake said I had the exact same
Oh, okay, my bad.
experience. She said I had the exact experience.
Mm-hmm.
And once again, Mr. Bailey said, once again, try Jesus. I throw hands and shells too.
Mm-hmm.
I feel you.
I'll tell you, we messing up the cookout that day, player. A lie.
Yeah.
Don't do me. See, that's what I'm saying. That's why I say I think I don't think this is something about that don't even feel natural. Like I don't even think like say I would think, you know, just me being me, I would think somebody would would think twice before they make a move like that. You know what I'm saying? Like make a move like that. And I would think whoever invited the person, they needs to hope that I don't figure out who this is while I'm there. You know what I'm saying?
Because, like he said, the whole cookout will be over with.
Because even if I left and if somebody said, "Oh, that was what's the name?" there, I'm like, "Huh? Oh,
You going back?
turn around. I didn't know that because I want to know who the hell invited, and then I want to look at the person that invited them and just say, "Why did you invite this person here?" You know what I'm saying? Like and I'm gonna tell you a lot of things like that. Some people, that's when you can tell that sometimes your family are not your friends. They just related to you or whatever. They are not family. They are not true family because family wouldn't put you in no kind of
no harm's way if they care anything about you.
When family do some kind of evil like that, they actually putting everybody in harm's way, including all the family there.
And they're not thinking.
They don't even realize that I watched the movie. What's that man? You remember that movie? The dude had the skull on his shirt.
Doing what?
He was a police officer, and John Travolta was the bad guy. He was a police officer. It wasn't Predator. No, it's not Predator. Oh Lord. Oh, the Punisher. You remember the movie The Punisher? Somebody know the movie Punisher. I'm just gonna say the movie Punisher because that's what kind of stuff it'll be like if somebody tried some stuff like with. And you remember the movie Punisher? at the start of the movie Punisher when John Travolta and when they killed John Travolta's son. And
oh yeah, okay, yeah.
You remember the Family Vacation?
Everybody, yeah. Okay. I didn't know the name of that.
I had to talk in code because I can't just say it out like this. Because that's how this stuff look like if somebody's playing me crazy.
They were all on like a vacation and they was on a pier or something and ended up killing the wife and the son. Yeah, okay, yeah. I saw that, yeah.
Yeah. Read what Mike said.
Mike said, "My first words are, who the pluck is in this on and popping." He said, "Don't play cuz uncles, god brothers, none of that BS."
I'm telling you, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, say, I ain't never seen nothing like that, but I have seen something like that. Like the worst thing I ever seen is a lady inviting her boyfriend to a party, and the party was at her and her husband's house, and she actually a boyfriend that she was actually invited him over. So that's the only time I kind of really just seen it, and I was like, ooh, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking, then I was like, ooh, I can't be around this kind of stuff because this is getting people in trouble. No, I'm just saying, for real though. Like some stuff will get people in trouble.
Well, did you know it before you went to the party?
No. Did I know that was gonna happen? Nah.
So you didn't know where you were going?
No. I went to a party. Everybody there, whoop-de-whoop. And my boy Michael Bailey, he was at the party too, I think. But we went to.
I hope he wasn't a boyfriend.
No, I'm just saying he was at the party.
I'm just kidding.
So everybody at the party, and then all of a sudden, boyfriend came to a party, and I was like, "Whoa!"
So you knew about the
So
husband
they
and the
told,
boyfriend?
yeah, I know the husband. I didn't know the boyfriend. Somebody said, "That's the boyfriend." Whoop, whoop. Somebody whispered to me and told me, and I was like, "Whoa!" But I stay out of mess. I ain't say
Oh,
nothing.
you ain't okay.
I stayed out of that. But everybody kind of knew a lot of people knew what was going on. I was one of the few people, just like the husband didn't know what the hell going on. I was one of the few people when they told me, I was like, huh? Oh, okay. So I done seen it. So that's the only time I really just seen it face to face. I know it's always sometimes, people go somewhere and two of the same people at the same place, and you know what I'm saying? See, look, because they know about everybody was like, what the? Hey, see, he was there. Because he know what I'm talking about. He was there. Yeah. So I was like, and to this day, I ain't never spoke on it. Never. That was years ago. I ain't never spoken. I don't get it messed like that. I
It's
just
best not to, because if like you knew, and just say for instance, the husband was your boy, and you put
nah.
him in a
That's the only
situation,
reason. I see if he was my boy,
it would be different, right?
yeah,
That's all I needed to know.
yeah. I
If
didn't know
the
him.
husband
I
was
didn't know
your
the
boy,
husband. Like I
and
didn't know the
you
husband.
knew, and you heard, and you didn't tell him
No,
nothing
I was
about
cool.
it.
I was cool with everybody else. I didn't know the husband. I had
Okay,
just met
well,
the husband.
cool. Well,
Right,
cool.
right. I had
That's
just met the
fine.
husband. And
That's
so
fine, because I'm
me and
like,
the
that's
husband got
fine if that's
me and the
y'all
husband
boy.
got me and the husband got cool later on. Like, I ain't not cool like hanging out.
Right,
But cool like speaking, and we knew each other,
right.
this and that, but I don't get it messed like that though.
Well, good. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's what I'm saying. Like, if that was your boy,
Oh
that
no,
wasn't right.
no.
But if that was, you knew the woman more than the man, so that's different.
Oh,
So
believe me, I done had boys and women done did something disrespectful. I come to the woman, player. Don't do this. Don't do this type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And my partners know me. They know I come and be like, hold on. We don't do this kind of stuff here. You know what I'm saying? So I think with that being said, you know, I think I'm all right on that thing now. Right. Messenger I always get messed up. So sometimes it just hopefully you just be like, hopefully he find out or I don't even know. Cause see, I think one thing about it is like, in that type of circumstance, I think he knew that she was doing something. He just didn't know who. You know how somebody knows something, but they don't know who. You feel me?
hmm
So I mean, I don't know. I just that was something that was kind of like, you see something, you be like, man, ain't no people get down like that. You know what I'm saying? But
you didn't know.
back to the subject. I think it's a lot of times that we might say,
And I've been in a situation where I was called the uncle though.
yeah, I've been in that situation. I've been in a situation where I was a cousin or uncle.
Yep,
Yeah,
cousin.
yeah, I've been a cousin. I ain't really been no uncle, but I've been a cousin. But my bad, you older than me, Mike. So, you read? Unc gave her a ride all the way to his house. Nah,
But you know what? When it comes to things like that, I trip on it or whatever. But I try to be mindful of doing sneaky stuff like that. A lot of times in life, we may feel like we got away, but another web is gonna be needed to get you out of that situation. Eventually, you'll be caught up in that web, and people feel like you're enjoying life on this level to cover up this way. It'd be fun at the time, but that stuff come back and bite you, and it may not bite you directly at that moment, but it
I'm
happens.
gonna tell you this.
You reap
eh,
what you
You
sow, and
know,
that's true.
me myself, I even see, the best. Sometimes women will say, "Oh, this my, this my sweet best friend or whatever," and he like this here. I don't trust none of them joke with a dingling because all of them have hunched on women, and they will hunched on women. So I don't put that. If dude got if he got a penis and he ain't family, he ain't gonna be just hanging around like this here. Nah, we ain't gonna do that. Yeah, you better go find you yours or whatever. And
Right.
hang.
Like for instance, I've had a family member where I thought he was family all this time. So dude was like explaining to me like his relations. I didn't know that you wasn't uncle's kid, that you was uncle's wife kid. All this time growing up, I'm thinking this your daddy. He's like, no, I got a whole different daddy.
Mm-hmm.
So you telling me this because now you want to see what's up, cause you know people
Right,
do that. So you have to be careful.
right. Read what he like said.
Oh, a bit turned her cause I don't get it. Oh, a bite turned her cause I'm not sure what he's trying to say.
I'm trying to think. He said, "Oh, this girl named cousin."
Maybe a bite.
Just saying. Yeah, but I mean, that stuff. I don't know. Uh, but do you think? Do you think we're gonna get it back to you? Do you think that relationship now is more sexual, or do people really want relationship, or people want this? How they say new traditional relationship?
Listen,
Because hold on, if they say we want non-traditional, first thing I think when you say non-traditional, it means you don't want marriage. I mean, if you don't want traditional, is marriage and kids. That's tradition. So
and
if you want something non-traditional, that means to me, you don't really want marriage, or you want marriage in these new rules that you want to make up as you go to just make a marriage what you want it to be. And I don't think men want this. I don't think I think a lot of men want a regular old marriage, the marriage that they looked at or dreamed about or had in it, like every man got in his mind thought what kind of marriage he want. And he want a loving wife that probably want his last name, want to have his kids and all that. But when you get somebody talking about they don't want your last name, they don't want your kids, they don't, you know what I'm saying? Or, like what's traditional in an untraditional marriage? Why get untraditional? Why get married if it's not traditional?
okay. Well, let me say this.
Go ahead.
At one time, women, we lived in an era where we wanted our knight in shining armor to come and savor us and marry us, have these children, have this nice house with a white picket fence, all these fairy tales that we were instilled as children coming up, right? So, but hey, it didn't work that way. We came on in a world that has been changing day by day. As the world changed, people have changed. Saving yourself to marriage, that's something a lot of people hadn't gotten into anymore. We start experiencing sex early. We start getting that little thing, early in high school, end up knocked off and getting pregnant, having children. So the children come before the wedding. So now this is part of tradition that has started to change. You start having children before the wedding. And even if you don't get married, because there are so many homes that are being broken are raised by single women, till the single women are not instilling into the ladies about even bearing children after marriage or even getting a husband to marry. You just think about getting a man into your life that will help and support you to live your best life. And the next thing that has taken over is the persona. You live this persona like you living your best life. You get a man with money to take care of you. If not, you go out here and be this boss chick and you make all the money you can to make yourself look good like you got it going on. So this is the life that people has begun to live. You start living your life for people, not as it so shall be. So we got out of that stage of living. So now we're in a new era. People probably experienced marriage early, like myself. I experienced marriage early at a young age, bearing children within my marriage. Okay, that was almost traditional, but it wasn't because I had sex before marriage. So it was almost traditional, but it wasn't. I'm not saying I was perfect in no way. But hey, that went in that step. But I broke the tradition. I got a divorce. I'm one of those people that experienced this part in my life. So now I'm one of those people now in my older age. I'm interested in settling, and being with somebody, but these things are so coerced of what people want. So when it becomes so casual that you're seeking after your own desires, so you're not even thinking about what it should be. You're thinking about what's gonna make you happy, what can please me, what can make me okay as a person. So we get out of the whole traditional to of what should be. So marriage don't even be conversation like that. Because we're thinking more of self. We're becoming vain people. So we're at that point in life. So what can we have? So yes, dating has become harder and overwhelming because you're dating for your own self gain. People are not looking for any futuristics with people. You're looking for whatever can be happy and pleasing for you now. And not even preparing for what's forthcoming, whether it's good or bad. We don't even think futurely.
And then people
Not
don't.
right now.
I'm gonna tell you another thing, and people don't realize, like when people get married, man, I done seen people be together 20 years and get married and don't last 6 months and don't even talk to each other no more because what was changed, and now trying to adjust what you thought it was gonna be, and it don't come out to be like that. It's a downer. You know what I'm saying? It's like they had high hopes of, once I got married, it's gonna make a lot of things a little better over here, a little better over there, and then they realize, okay, wow, this marriage really done brought out some more stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like now, this dude being more controlling, or now the woman being more.
So he having a say so because he's the husband now.
Right.
I've seen somebody, they were together, dating, checking, living together, however you want to call it, common lawly, way over. They had been together over 30 years, right?
Right.
So for their 35th year together, they decided to say, I do, and let's get married. Why? I don't know, but that's what they did, right? 35th year, they got married. And ever since they got married, they've been fighting and not together, not living in the same house. They can't even get along with each other. They don't even know how to handle this, but everybody always know, oh, this person has always rocked and been together. So not seeing them together, people are not understanding because they didn't have an understanding. The only reason they were getting married was because of people, not because of them. People start encouraging them. You've been this together this long, get married. Make it right. Make it better in the eyes, in the eyes of God. But when you do things in the eyes of God, you have to place everything into the eyes of God, not just because you're trying to please the people. So you got out of the eyes of God when you were pleasing people, when you weren't even doing this before God, that this is something that you're going to even work on.
And then, like you say, and then when people say in the eyes of God, why the eyes of God feel like it got to be through paperwork? You feel what I'm saying? Like if you with
Paperwork.
no, marriage is paperwork. See, when you with somebody, why I think a lot of them don't work because now it becomes paperwork. It becomes different because I think like in a way everybody wants a level of freedom. Some kind of little level of freedom. And I think what happens now with marriage, people feel like it's not freedom no more. It feels like, okay, now it's a mental
I'm locked in. I'm
right.
tied down. They taking me away from being me.
Oh, now, if you do something wrong, now I'm attached to you. Now I feel like I can say something that I wouldn't say back in the day.
Right.
But now I want to say something about you smoking weed, about you drinking. Oh,
Right.
why you ain't changed now? I've been with you 30 years, you ain't changed. Because the mother ain't gonna change. You know what I'm saying? Like people don't realize, people wanna see a lot of people, and we say this all the time, but we don't hold ourselves to it. We always say, take a person as they are.
But people can't do that.
Right. Because
People
you
can't do
always
that because if you be who you are, some people are afraid of handling the truth. But if you suppress it, they feel like that's okay. They put it on the back burner. They acting like this, maybe that's who they are. But if you saw the real of people, you probably couldn't even handle it. That's just like adjusting in a relationship. Just say, for instance, you're single, you're out here doing your thing, you're on a date every night, or you're out here kicking it with this person whenever you want to. But when you try to get into like a committed thing, you kind of let that stuff die down. You don't do as much as that as you used to, and you try to respect the person that you're committed with, type of thing. So these are things that you're making a change with for the person that you're with. I say the same thing, just like the question is asked. So, do you think marriage is romanticized with the Z, now the S, right? That's what you meant, Chelsea. So if you say romanticized, that meaning like you're saying that it's more appealing than it really is. Yes, marriage is more appealing than what it is because people are marrying for the marriage and not for the right reason. Because if you get married, people take it as having this paper of a controlled substance. You have to still have the same communication that you had prior to, or how is it going to grow? Does it give you this authority to try and demand these things on this person because you wrote your name on this paper and stood before this priest and allowed him to say these vows over your life? You can have the same prayers and vows before you even get married to make something grow and romanticize it, before you even say I do. So if these are things you can't do prior to, what's the use of getting married? You can't even talk to the person. You can't even sit down and have a decent conversation without it being a difficulty or a disagreement. Always an often complaint. You always have a problem with this, a situation with this. Until you grow better with that, what's the use of getting married? It's going to only get worse because when a person get authority, we all abuse it. We abuse authority. It's just like in our nature, and especially we have paper on a person. That's back to slavery time. When people had that paper on these slaves, they was out here just throwing like that belongs to me. That's mine. You can't.
know what?
Yo.
and just when you said about the slave thing, I done heard ladies say certain stuff like, it belonged to me.
Right, this mine and mine only.
Mine was mine, because you either you hear it on both sides. You hear men talking about mine stuff, and you hear women say mine stuff, and then they say my car, my this, man, even whatever you buy, it's yours.
I brought this in here, or you came into my house. When I'm mad, I can throw you out this house that you move in that we're supposed to grow and develop together, but it's still mine. I had it first. I'm throwing you out.
Just like I think marriage is more of a duty sometimes than we think. Like when you get married and you have kids and you plan on raising kids or whatever, I think marriage is, I gotta understand it, what our life gonna be like. I'm happy to take this journey with you, the good and the bad, and the happy that said we're gonna raise our family, we're gonna be together, we're gonna fight, help fight this world together. You know what I'm saying? And I think if people ain't got that kind of mind state when they go into it,
It ain't gonna work.
it ain't gonna work, because a lot of people going into it because they looking at, oh, he got a nice house, oh, he got a nice car, oh, you know what I'm saying? He got,
Selfishness.
yeah,
That's what it is.
yeah.
Oh, he may have a little money, or he may have a little this. Oh, the sex is great, but when that sex get old, everything gets old, including bread, money. It gets old. You have to trade them dollars in, they crumble up after so long. So hey,
It's this thing, what Chelsea said right there.
Chelsea said, I think people don't get married because they like the idea of walking away without the hassle. Whereas when you get married, it's a whole legal process. It's almost a thrill knowing you can walk away with no attachments. And that's true. I agree, Chelsea. A lot of people say, oh, I don't want to get married. What's the use of getting married? They want the whole cake and eat it too, but they don't want to say, I do. They don't want to make no commitment with it, because one thing about it is, people can file prenup. They don't want the idea of saying, I have to be committed to this person, because some people do take vows at heart. And if they take the vows at heart, they meaning I plan to commit to only this person. They like to be able to juggle Susie and Kim and what's the other lady name? TP on Keep On Rolling. You know the song? King George, the new song that's out. You heard the song?
I don't know the character's name in the song.
Okay, well, it's like a Kim and a TP, and some it's like three women. Like you can't just have one, you gotta have three type of stuff. So people are so afraid of being committed to one person that they feel like if they keep the
Well, that ain't a man talking about getting married though.
That's what I'm saying. That's why a lot of people are saying,
Well,
I don't think no need to get married. I don't think everybody need companionship.
yeah, but I think a lot of people are damaged, and that's the problem.
But
Like this
still,
world,
it's not
let
fair.
me tell you this. Let me tell you this. This world here, to me, 2022, 2021, and did more damage because, like, the simple fact that these days, everybody's so connected. Social media. You got people got 2,000-3,000 people following them on Instagram. They got people following them on Snapchat. They got people following them on Facebook. 5,000 people on Facebook. And this and that. And it's hard. It's hard for a lot of people to maintain a good relationship. And they got
From social media.
know what I'm saying, with all the exes, when stuff going bad or something like that, like
Okay.
on your page, and people in and out of relationships.
Yeah,
See,
those that's waiting for
people
you to
don't
figure
realize.
out.
No, people don't realize. Like, say they get out of a relationship, now they come and hunting on you. You know what I'm saying? And then the same people in and out of relationships all day, they don't even realize how they can't keep nobody, but they steady grabbing and pulling other relationships out of good relationships. See, it be some good relationships going on sometimes, but like we all know, men are the weaker vessels when it comes to that.
So what?
No, to women. Because men are usually the chasers. What you think? Hold on. This is
First time
animal,
you heard.
hold on. This is animal instinct. Whenever you watch the Animal Channel, if you just hold on now, we're gonna keep it real. If you just watch two dogs in the backyard, if you put 4 boy dogs in the backyard and 4 girl dogs in the back. Them boy dogs gonna damn near kill each other back there. If one of them
Okay, against each other. But
yeah,
just say, for
but
instance,
that's this is the same thing. Let me finish my point. This same thing in life. Like animals, the bull. That's why they ain't got no 4-5 big bulls in the cow pen. I tell you this all the time. That's why you ain't got a whole bunch of dominant. When you have dominant lions over a male pride, all these dudes are brothers. These are brothers that come from another pride, and all of them got together and took over another pride. And because daddy ran them off as soon as they started smelling on something around his.
we understand that, but that is a whole different scenario from what you were just saying. You just said the men are the weaker vessels, right?
No, when I say weaker, I'm saying in the mind of how they feel and how they go after women. How women, how coochie can send dudes crazy trying to kill each other. Dudes get killed every day because of women. Because
okay,
of
but well, look, just say this. You went from one scenario to another, right? You just said from social media, 5,000 friends here, 20,000 here, 10 here, 5, whatever, 2, 3, 1, right?
Right.
You said that. Just say you're in a relationship, right? Yeah. But you say these women out here, they're in and out of relationships, but they always gonna keep in contact with you because hey, want to get together? Hey, so you saying that in those scenarios, men are normally the weaker ones. They can't really just say no because that's what they do. So are you saying that that's the okay reason that why a man can commit and be with one person because they're the weaker vessel because of coochie? These strong alpha men that's out here that can run the world, that we're supposed to devote and submit our lives to, that you can't be strong enough to say no, but women are?
Okay, but this is what they say. They say a man becomes a man once he can say no to a woman. And see, that's the difference. Like, hold on. Okay, yeah. That's the difference. Like a lot of men are, they're growing up in this boy world where they, men always chase women, chasing women. So once a man can sit back and say, nah, this and that, nah, I ain't going for that, then he becomes mature. And a lot of men are weaker, like I said, because a lot of men, okay, it's the same thing when you say about every TV show. They always get a pretty woman or something to set a man up or to get him to do something that he don't want to do because they know a man's mind is a little weaker sometimes when it comes to certain things. Like a woman can say this, a guy, it's just like to a woman these days sometimes. Sometimes a nice looking guy, a real nice looking guy in the gym or whatever, can probably get a woman to, maybe talk to him or something or get more conversation or, go out and dinner, whatever he might get. But it's the same thing with a woman. A beautiful woman come up to just about any man could start up a conversation with. She might can't take him home with her, but she can get him to stop and have a conversation. And which is an average man can't just stop a beautiful woman and just have a conversation with her like this. She, even ugly women, boy, if you don't get out of my face, I mean, you feel what I'm saying? But a beautiful woman can put a man, can stop a man from just his ordinary thing to at least slow down to have a conversation with her.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. A lot of times it's according to what you say to a man that can grasp his attention. And let me tell you, I've been there before. I used to do mind things on guys just because I knew I could, just from conversation. And it was actually just a turn on for me, and not for me to even gain anything or not even concerned about his gain. It was just letting me know that I can hold this conversation with this man and mesmerize him. And make him interested. And knowing I wasn't interested at all. And this is like
Power you had. And the power you had.
That's what I'm saying. That's the type
What
of
I
thing
was saying.
I had no problem with doing, because I enjoy talking. I enjoy talking to men on how they think and how they relate to issues and things. It was stimulating to me as a female, but just from having a stimulated conversation with some men, that make them feel sexually aroused. But it was just stimulating to me, and I was like getting a kick out of it. So I've done that plenty of times. So I do understand what you're saying. Chelsea said, marriage is a duty. You do your job, I do my job. And this is how the family will maintain and grow.
I agree.
Yeah. Chelsea said, uh-oh. She said, dang, we can get a topic on this. We should. We should. That part. But hey, I'm done. I'm just rocking and rolling, conversating on this type of thing because it is what it is. We got to realize, men, you got to build yourself up strong enough to not be manipulated by certain things in life. Even a woman, when you're strong enough where you can't be manipulated by little things. And that's what I feel like a woman is, little things. It just take a woman, she can birth a child or, start a whole family type of thing, but you have to know your limits for the quality of your situation. Be strong enough for it. If you can't get there, then you still got some work to do.
Well, I'm looking like that because, what I'm saying, I'm understanding, but I like the whole fact of thinking about the whole this mesmerizing thing that a woman have a lot of power than they think they don't have this kind of power, but they do have a certain level of power over men. Like men power is brute strength, stuff like this, and that's why men chase money and chase other things to get a certain level of power. Because I remember even Scarface, he said, first you get the money, then you get the power, then you get the woman. And that's what he used to.
Wait a minute. Why did you have to do your mouth like that? Because you had turned into him.
So
oh my goodness.
So even men know, like, even every weakness that you see on TV is about a man getting conned to this and that. Think about that whole Eddie Murphy thing when they was on their Harlem Nights and when the girl Sunshine or whatever.
Oh yeah.
She just come because how she was, she could mesmerize just about any man. And people don't even understand there's women out there like that. It is women out there right now that they know how powerful they are to, making a man do what she want to do. That's why it's women that go to a bar and don't have no money, know they're going to get in for
drink all night.
Drink all night. They going to even get the Uber or whatever they want at the end of the night, take it home or whatever.
And then the thing about it is you don't even have to have the Miami body and the Miami hair and lashes and all this stuff. You don't even have to be lavish if you know the right things to say and what to do.
But guess what? What if you do got all this? Then you are over.
You got a double.
That's what I'm saying. You are overbearing on a man. Like a man looking at you, he like,
all this stuff.
Guess what men looking at sometimes when they doing this? Like if you just hold a conversation, like, she talking to me? Out of all the new dudes in this, she talk. See, people don't even understand how men actually are. Men sometimes are like little kids. How beautiful the woman is talking to them. And
well, you know what?
As you grow,
the greatest.
That's why I give shots out to one of my partners on Facebook that always was named, because he he always talking real, and he breaks it back down to letting women know that he's in control of everything he does. You know what I'm saying? And and I think that's why a lot of women sometimes don't like me on this show, because like sometimes ladies want to hear what they want to hear, and some men will give them whatever, just what they want to hear. They won't come back and forth with a woman. They won't talk how they really want to talk, because they want to seem a certain kind of way, because they got an alternate motive. You
Right.
feel what I'm saying?
So I just want to ask you one thing.
After this question.
Okay. Mr. Miles said, reason why our power is not the same because we too easy. If we say no, shit would change.
Right. And I agree. See, men know this. Men know this. See,
I'm saying by saying no, what the woman will amp it up so you can say yes, or what?
If men say no, then men will realize the kind of power they got.
Oh,
If
okay.
men could say no, it's easy, because you hear him. He said, if we just say no, like we said on a large scale, we know top 20% of men, or some men that kind of got it going on, they kind of know their worth or whatever, don't have to bow down to women. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
But most men, 80% of men, would do just about anything women say.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And you know it.
No.
Hold on. Let me tell you something. Just like you said, you used to try stuff. If you was in,
I didn't know the percentile was high as 80.
But if you was in Timbuktu and you called to do it and say, hey, I'm way over here in such and such, can you come pick me up? People like, where you at? Give me your address. It can be 4 o'clock in the morning. Here he come, right?
Yeah.
Thank you. That part. That's why all I'm saying, like a man couldn't do a woman the same way. You feel what I'm saying? She'd be like, I'm in the bed, my kids in here. That nigga call a babysitter to his house. Hey, I need you to stop by here, and I need to make a run. I need to go pick somebody. I'm just saying, like, women have a certain level of power, and it's according on who the woman is, just like you said. Say it's levels. Just like it's levels to men, it's level to women. It's level to women, like women who have the natural hair, or they got a natural shape, or they this, that, or they, like you said, the model type, or this and that. Men know it's a hierarchy there. Women, it's just like women don't notice the same thing men notice. Men know it's a hierarchy in women, just like women should know it's a hierarchy in men. When women look at men, they don't see all men the same. So why women think all them gonna be looked at the same? See, this old
no, we don't think that.
No, I'm saying, like, a lot of people say, everybody is beautiful, and man, these women know if you shake some of these women in some chlorine, they feel like they melted. They'll look different.
Oh, where the melted though? Tell me what about it.
All that. They wouldn't look the same. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So all I'm saying is the same thing with men out here. Men don't wear all this makeup and things to hide how they look. A lot of men just got
no blemishes. No, just got to live with your blemishes.
Look ugly like they've been looking ugly. A woman will sit there in front of her mirror for 2 hours.
I know.
Her whole face to a whole different person. I mean, you see boys doing it. You see boys changing themselves to a whole woman right there on TikTok or whatever, and you think a regular woman that know how to do makeup can't get herself and look different? And then they got all these filters. Man, men don't even know who the hell these women is no more till you meet them. Then you meet them, you're like, what? You don't look nothing like that.
No, till you wake up the next day.
I say, if you can't invite a woman to go swimming or somewhere around some water, splash some water on it, you ain't gonna never find out the real her till it's too late.
Oh Lord. Anyway,
Let's get on.
Chelsea says, so is that a good thing, knowing your power and using it, or is that manipulation?
Manipulation.
No, in my instance, I was just having conversation. It's a
Uh-oh.
it's a part of me. I was just trying to get to know, and you know how men are, how they think, type of thing. So it was just general conversation for my knowledge. Marcus said, Mr. Miles said, the D has power too. I just learned that.
Yeah.
It does.
Because I remember
Because you can't withhold it and we'd be okay either.
I remember a dude on a talk show. I ain't gonna say his name. People get tired of me saying people's names and stuff. But the dude said, hey, he said, man, he said,
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
hey, so he said, do you have a big dick? He asked me, do you have a big dick? He said, what you mean? He said, oh, Wayne, I'm all right or whatever. He said, man, you know if you got a big dick or not. But men that got big dicks know if they got big dick. You know what I'm saying? Like big dick dudes talk a different way than a small dick dude. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
You
That's
know, so dude, you know, a dude know if he got himself together, like a dude know if he got himself together and everything, and a woman sometimes know too if a dude got himself together. You know what I'm saying?
right.
And it's the same thing on the other side. Like men know if a woman got herself together. He looking at her. He know how she like to move. He know, oh, okay, she driving this. She dressing like this. She's, you know, because see, first thing a man will say, see, and sometimes people don't want to, you know, don't want to hear it is how you carry yourself. A man look at that. You know what I'm saying? Like women think I can carry myself any kind of way, and I can get away with it because I'm a woman. No, you're gonna attract. If you dress like trash, you act like trash, you're gonna attract trash.
But then now there are women that dress and act high maintenance that are in $100,000 debt. So you attract who you are until they get to know the real. When the real kick in, it's a different story. So you can look and see, you know, you got this body out of hair, you looking like this, popping body. A lot of people build themselves to draw attention for what they desire.
A lot of men
You out here riding a car that you probably hiding from the repo people or that you can't afford.
A lot of men see that. A lot of men know high maintenance women. Like I done seen, you know, women on the story. I saw one lady the other day and she was saying, I'm tired of all these men in my inbox and y'all know y'all too young, y'all can't pay these bills or whatever. I got it. No, I'm high maintenance. So once a woman even see, sometimes one thing I can say about social media make people expose themselves. Like you could go down a lady timeline and just watch some of the stuff she writes on her timeline, and you can pretty much get a taste of what you might be getting yourself into. You know, as soon as I go down there and I see women this, women that, church this, church that, I already know I'm getting myself in some shit. Because I already know she's already focusing on women and focusing on this, that, and I don't see nothing, you know, if you don't see the kids or this and that, if you don't see no multi thing of a person, then you already saying she's focused on certain things. And a man is really looking at stuff can tell when a woman is is mere focus on certain things. You know what I'm saying? Because I
On living her life for people. When you start talking about other women and all that.
well, I mean, well, like a lot of women like say this. Say you look at a lady page and she got AKA or something on top. She
Wait a
got
minute. What you had to bring that up
no,
for?
I'm just listen.
Why
I'm,
you
I'm
just
just
say Delta or whatever? But
okay. She
okay,
got Delta on top
go.
or something, and she got all her sci-fi or whatever franchise, stuff
Soros,
all
okay.
down the way. Okay, you know what she prioritized. Boom. Okay, you see a woman, all she got is church thing down on there. You see what she prior. You see a woman on her pages, all she got is gambling, bet, slot machines, this and that. You're already saying, oh, she one of them. I run to the boat every weekend. You know what I'm saying? I mean, as you look down somebody's page, you see them with the cakes and this and that. She cooked, or she, you know what I'm saying? You can get a taste of a person just by looking and seeing the kind of material on their page. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, and then the thing I always watch for is the 2000 on in 2020 I'm gonna be this, in 2022 I'm gonna be this, in 2024 I'm gonna be living like this, in 2025 I'm gonna have a stack of money and I'm gonna have a big old 3-story house and this and that there. And then I look at the caption on there, this is me in a couple more years, and I just know to stay away from them.
Why?
No, because they're already showing I'm high maintenance. Because I'm looking for the house, the car, the money. That ambition in a certain kind of way would turn a man off, because she ain't saying nothing about family or list, looking for something real. You feel what I'm saying? Like if you ain't did something, like I be looking like this here. If you 40 something years old or something, or this and that, and you ain't did none of this stuff all this time, got the bag or whatever, and you think 3 years you gonna goddamn be living in a mansion and got a stack of money, you delusional. You gonna be putting up them same pictures in 2 more years too, saying this is my year. Every year is my year. You can hear, oh, I'm getting married in this year. And then this year passed, I ain't married. And then the next year is that year. That year is every year. And then they're gonna say, because it ain't that year, it's just God playing. He just no. When it comes to relationships, they say do not put God in your stuff.
Look, like Chelsea said, she was laughing. She was like, shake them in chlorine. He was like, shake them in chlorine, see what they look like.
Yeah.
She said, so do you think a woman that wears makeup should go on dates without makeup and all the extras?
Where I'm saying,
Just look decent. It's nothing wrong with that.
yeah, I'm saying a woman that wear makeup. Now, what I'm saying is, a woman see what it is sometimes a man don't get a chance to know a person if a woman wear makeup too much. Like say, cause see, some men that been with round girls 3 years ain't never seen them without makeup on. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't even come out the house till they got their makeup on. They won't swim because they always got their makeup on. They won't have fun. They won't get in the mud. And see, a man, if he going 4-wheeler ride, you think he wants you back there with a bunch of makeup and all this glitter, and then you put a helmet on, then what it gonna look like when you take the helmet off?
You like the mask, mom.
Right. You got all this fake stuff. I mean, it gonna show itself. You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, I always thought that the best looking woman is the one laying around the house on a Saturday morning with just plain natural beauty.
Right. And these days, women tell us all the time that they don't dress or do their hair, or do nothing for men no more. They told me last time on the show that a compliment from a woman means more than them than a compliment
Nope.
for a man.
That's what I heard. And I beg the difference. I love a man's
But I'm
compliment.
just saying, like women don't. If you keep on going down this slippery, slopey road, you can't want men to want you when you don't want men.
Right. I
You don't
want
want
a man
men
to
to
tell me, hey kitty, hey
compliment you. You
beautiful.
don't want men to what's name? I mean, it's just crazy. Don't forget to like and share. Don't forget to
Yes.
like and share. But
That part.
I just think we get to the point that I think a lot of women um, just don't know what real men really want, and they're just obvious just on this show tonight. When
Mhm.
the first thing a man gonna want. Uh, I'm gonna ask you this question, Marcus, man. If you get married, wouldn't you want your wife to want to have your last name? Would you want your wife to have your last name? Because we had ladies on here earlier talking about that they gonna get married, and this is a non-traditional, almost
I was just tripping. I
no,
was just kidding.
no. The other lady, she was saying that's what she living.
Hmm.
She said she do not stay with him. She do not have his last name. And 4 months she was married. I'm just saying. But she already gave some coochie.
It's her husband.
I understand all that. But I mean, like I said, this non-traditional thing, people got to realize what they saying when they say this. You know what I'm saying? When people want to say they want non-traditional, way of living or something, I mean, you got to be careful what type of man you actually looking for, because don't blame other men because you attracting bones. You
Oh
know,
my goodness.
no, what I'm saying is women will fool themselves sometimes into thinking that they really want a man with morals or a man with what's name, but what women tell us sometimes is you really don't want all this, because first thing, a man with morals, he his name means a lot to him,
Mm-hmm.
and for you not to want his name should bother him, right?
Should.
You know, so I mean, I'm just saying, I mean, it's crazy when you think about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Maybe once the queen and all them pass or whatever, then stuff will change. Because it's like Queen Elizabeth. I was thinking about her. I was like, is Queen Elizabeth like 150 years old? She's like been here since my mama was a baby. I'm
Oh my gosh.
just saying, man.
How's your mom though?
How old is Queen Elizabeth? Golly. Let me see. How old is Queen Elizabeth?
96 years old.
Oh,
Lord.
she
Okay.
almost half somebody age I know.
Yeah, she is. Okay. Yeah, let's see. Okay.
All right now. Well, this all I have, honey.
Okay. Well, how they say, we'll go out just like we came in. Read them last one. Hold on. Let me see. He said, I thought, hold on, I got
Just said I thought she was gone to glory.
that jungle business.
She's still hanging in there, Chelsea. She just
What
made
my
an
boy
outside
said?
appearance.
My boy said, he said, if my wife didn't want to carry my last name, she could keep it moving. That's what I'm saying.
That's what we've been hearing all night, Mr. Man.
Right. I'm telling you, like, men are steady saying this, and it's like women are sitting up here listening to men on the show telling you that we ain't going for this, and y'all steady talking about, oh yeah, I found a dummy that'll go for it. Okay then.
It's tripping.
I'm just saying.
We just playing.
Whew, Lord have mercy. I got you. Lord have mercy. Let's try this again.
Good night, Chelsea.
Good night, cause I promise it don't make no sense.
You. Okay, what? You. Okay, what?
Oh yeah.
Got him! Got him! Oh, she belongs to the streets.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes, look at it.
All righty. And oh, there it is.
You can be the boss in the house with the boss. I guess he's saying you can't. I think that's what he's saying. You can't be the boss in the house with the boss.
I mean, but
we talked about that last week.
If she don't want my last name, that means she want to be a boss too. So that means
that's right. Two chiefs in one house.
She want to be in her own house. Hey, farewell to you. Oh man, we'll see y'all tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. I'm gonna have a fire topic, man. I'm gonna
I can't wait to see what this is gonna be.
We got to do it right. What he say? He said you can't. I mean, yeah, we knew that. Look at a boss chick. I knew that was coming. Two bosses can run a household partnership. Love you too, man. Big dog. And how they say, and we out of this thing. See y'all tomorrow at 9 o'clock.